Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Grace Carpenter with the Fit Brain Club, and also from the Alzheimer's Orange County, Dan Daly. Welcome, and thank you guys for being here today.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely.
Good to be here.
Good. And Grace, last time I saw you, we were just coming off of the 4th of July, and you had talked about you had went to a big party, you went to Five Points Amphitheater and saw fireworks. Did you do anything crazy like that this past weekend?
Oh, we had dinner with friends, but we did see Oppenheimer yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And that was really
Great
a wonderful
movie.
discussion, even to this morning. Dan and I are still discussing it,
Oh, that's great. Dan, what is your favorite traditions for end of summer? Labor Day is supposed to be the mark of end of summer, right?
Well, I like to play golf, and I usually play golf on Saturdays, and that'll continue throughout the year.
Wonderful. Rain, shine, cold, hot. Yeah.
In fact,
that's
we
great.
played in drizzle for 3 hours on Saturday.
Yeah, that was crazy.
expects
The
you that?
heavy drizzle
Wild.
we
Right.
just had. Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
have one
I thought I was
interesting
back
fact.
in Boston.
Oh, my daughter was here, and she told me that Labor Day was instituted by President Grover Cleveland,
Oh, really?
17
Wow.
something. I don't but I thought that was interesting because I didn't know him for anything.
Yeah.
And so now we know he was
That's
known
how
for
we got Labor Day. Well, I'm very thankful for that. So first off, what is the philosophy or goals for the Fit Brain Club?
To educate and to communicate. So if people come to a meeting like this meeting on financial wellness, they might not necessarily need help with their finances, but they need the companionship of being in a group where we have the camaraderie before and after to talk about dementia, all the dementias. And
Yeah.
that's kind of support, I
Very,
would say.
very
Educate
important
and
topic
support.
for
What
sure.
would you say?
It's
Educate and
very educational. Alzheimer's Orange County, we always provide speakers at every meeting.
Yeah.
And these speakers will vary by topic, by background. Sometimes we have a neurologist, other times an internist. And this week we have, on the 11th, a gal from Council on Aging. And she's been here before.
Okay.
And she's done a great job.
She did the anatomy of a scab. And
Okay.
everybody,
Yeah, that's a good
everybody
one.
loved that. They said, get her back.
Oh,
So we've got
good.
her back, Karen Rossi.
Well, when and where does the Fit Brain Club meet?
Well, we have a new location. It's about our third meeting at the PAC, Performing Arts Center. So that is Clubhouse 3, and meets the second Monday of every month.
And does it cost to attend one of these meetings?
No, the meetings are free. Dan got us a sponsor with Starbucks coffee.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, and so we also have Adapt to It. Leslie has been a wonderful sponsor from Adapt to It.
Great partner.
Yeah, and so they bring treats. So it's light refreshments. All meetings are free.
Oh, good.
And the attendance is growing.
Good, good. And you wanted to tell people about coming early to the meetings.
Yes, because the relaxation and the camaraderie that's built in that half an hour of sign-in time, if they come early, we're there from 9:15 on, but 9:30.
Okay.
If they come early, they hear Mark Hochberg, who will play any song in any key. So they've been requesting songs, and they get to hear that relaxing music.
Oh, how nice is that? So you can not only come and just relax and enjoy and talk, but you can also request songs. That is great.
The magic fingers
I
of
know, Mark
Hochberg. He's a great pianist.
Wonderful.
Very
so,
entertaining.
So the meetings are at 10. The speaker usually starts at 10, but try to come early,
Yes.
like 9:30ish.
Yes.
Okay.
Get your treats.
Wonderful. So
Starbucks.
tell me about this next speaker, Karen Rossi.
She talks about how our financial situation affects both our physical and emotional well-being. And Dan, we all know what happens when people get dementia, and I know personally the effect on the family. It was horrendous,
Devastating,
devastating,
to say the
if
least.
you're not prepared.
Yeah.
And she's going to talk about various topics, and one of them will be the financial wellness. And basically, there are three characteristics of financial wellness. And one of them is prudent spending.
Prudent spending, okay.
The second one will be having an emergency fund for various reasons. And the third one would be utilizing a budget. So whether you have $100,000 or $100 billion, every one of those people utilize those three characteristics to certain degrees. It is very basic, very easy to follow, and it's very prudent is the word.
This
the
is
key
great.
word.
So she'll kind of teach you how to set up these three pillars,
Exactly.
so you can be prepared in the what to expect financially. This is so important. My dad, my whole family went through this with my dad, and one of the extreme challenges for my mom was, how are we going to pay for care? How are we going to do this? So yeah, so this sounds just some great information. Yeah, anything else you want to say about the speaker coming up?
Yeah, she's also going to talk about planning for incapacity.
Okay.
And that's very important, because what will happen is you have to be very careful and, again, prudent in selecting an agent who's going to oversee your plan if you become incapacitated. Because what will happen is 6 out of 10 cases of family members, when it comes to fraud and utilization of funds. And it's not unusual for the family member who's entrusted with that trust to overutilize that trust. And it's you've got to be very, very careful in who you're going to choose as an agent who's going to overlook your funds and your assets. Very important. And she'll go into detail about that.
Okay. So when they overutilize the funds, they're maybe spending it in areas that aren't necessarily you don't necessarily need that.
Right. Or they could be for them. You know,
So
when you
6
get
out of 10
6 out of 10 cases
Wow.
involves family members.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a shame.
It's really a shame, because people are human. You know, they have the power of the pen. They have a checkbook that belongs to somebody else, but they have been given the power to write checks, and sometimes it's overutilized in the wrong reasons.
Okay. Well, and so great, wonderful. We'll look forward to listening to Karen and hear what she has to say to help prevent that type of thing happening, and all the other things that you need to be prepared for. This is very informative information. Thank you both
Okay,
for being
well,
here
thank
today.
you.
And so just to recap, the next meeting for the Fit Brain Club is on Monday, September 11th in the Performing Arts Center in Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 2 at 10 a.m. Be there, come a little early, about 9:30-ish if you can. Meetings are free, they'll have music, you can have free treats, and enjoy this month's speaker, Karen Rossi from the Council on Aging. She'll begin her presentation on financial wellness. So stay with us, we have announcements and a check on weather coming up right after this.